Okay, so imagine if like all your deliveries like took way longer
Oh, yeah.
and cost more, right?
Right.
That's what we could be looking at. I mean,
Yeah.
that's the potential ripple effect of this like kind of big news
Yeah.
in the business world.
Huge. Yeah.
UPS is cutting ties with Amazon,
Yeah. Crazy.
their biggest customer.
I know.
We're diving deep today into a Market Watch article.
Okay.
It's hot off the press from January 30th, 2025, breaking down this bombshell announcement, right?
Big time.
You're probably thinking, okay, so what's the big deal?
Right.
Get ready to find out.
Yeah, get ready.
So this is crazy. The article mentions that UPS shares took a major hit
Huge.
after this announcement, right? They're heading for a possible record low.
Oh, wow.
Since the year 2000.
That's a long time.
That's a big deal.
Yeah, that's a really big deal.
That's a dramatic reaction from investors.
Well, I mean, investors are seeing this as a sign of like major upheaval in the industry.
Right.
The article states that UPS wants to prioritize more profitable business ventures.
Right.
But it's kind of a gamble, considering that Amazon accounts for almost 12%.
Of their...
Huge.
Yeah.
Almost 12%.
Yeah.
That's a big chunk of change.
Yeah, I know.
So it sounds like they're aiming for quality over quantity.
I think so.
Like they want to make more money per package.
Yeah.
Rather than just shipping a ton of stuff.
Right.
For Amazon, right?
Yeah.
It's a bold move, but is it realistic?
It is. It is a bold move.
Can they afford to lose a client that big?
Well, that's the question, isn't it? That's the million-dollar question.
Yeah.
UPS seems to be banking on this idea that they can attract smaller businesses by offering more specialized services. But what does that even mean?
I was wondering about that too.
Yeah.
The article also mentions this thing called SurePost.
Being brought in-house.
Yeah.
Can you break that down?
Sure.
What is SurePost?
Yeah.
And what does that move even mean?
So SurePost was originally a collaboration between UPS and the U.S. Postal Service. And it was often used for those like less urgent deliveries.
Right.
Bringing it in-house gives UPS more control over that whole process. But there is a potential trade-off.
Oh.
It could mean slightly higher costs for some customers down the line.
So more control for UPS, but maybe a little cost shift
potentially
to consumers.
Yeah.
How does this tie into their goal of being leaner?
Okay, well, so that's where
which the article mentions.
Yeah, that's where the strategic gamble comes in by handling SurePost themselves. UPS gains access to this like vast network of postal workers. So they're essentially cutting out the middleman. Is a move towards vertical integration, giving them more control over their logistics and potentially boosting their efficiency.
Right.
But, and this is crucial, successfully integrating those systems and managing that workforce presents a significant logistical challenge. I mean,
that's like high risk.
It is. It is
high reward.
Yeah, high risk, high reward.
The clock is ticking, too.
Oh, for sure.
Because the article states that this split is happening rapidly with the Amazon volume cut set for the latter half of 2026.
Yeah.
This is all happening pretty fast.
It's happening very quickly.
So this isn't some distant future scenario.
Yeah.
This is about to reshape like the very fabric of how we buy and receive goods.
Right.
And we're going to see those changes unfold in the very near future.
Very soon.
This brings us to the real heart of the matter.
The real nitty-gritty.
What does this mean for you, the consumer?
The average person,
Okay, now things are getting really interesting.
Now we're talking.
Let's dive into that.
Yeah.
How might this actually impact someone's daily life?
Right.
I mean, this is why we're doing this deep dive after all.
Absolutely.
To go beyond the headlines and really understand the real-world implications.
Yeah, the real-world impact.
Of this.
Yeah. Imagine, like, you're buying something bulky online. Like furniture. Right now, you might be used to seeing that, like, familiar brown UPS truck deliver your order.
Yeah.
But, like, if UPS raises their prices and Amazon passes that cost on to the consumer, you could be looking at a pretty significant price hike.
Wow.
For that same delivery.
Considered that.
Yeah.
So potentially higher prices.
Yeah.
For larger items.
Right.
But what about everyday purchases?
Yeah.
Could those be affected too?
It's certainly a possibility.
Right.
I mean, we've become accustomed to a certain level of speed and affordability when it comes to these online deliveries.
Right.
And any disruption to that system has the potential to create a ripple effect.
The article briefly mentions that this split might open the door for smaller delivery companies.
Right.
Could this be an opportunity?
Yeah, absolutely.
For new players to step in and shake things up?
Yeah.
Absolutely. This could be a game changer.
Yeah.
For companies like DoorDash.
DoorDash.
Or even regional delivery services that have been operating. Like in the shadows.
In the shadows, right?
Of these giants.
Yeah.
Suddenly there's a gap in the market.
Yeah, for sure.
And these smaller, more agile companies might be perfectly positioned to fill it.
Yeah, I think so.
So instead of just seeing like UPS or Amazon Prime vans, we might start seeing a lot more variety on the streets.
For sure.
It's almost like the Wild West.
It is. It's like a free-for-all.
Of delivery services.
It's crazy.
With everyone vying for a piece of the pie. Yeah. But what does that mean for the consumer?
Right.
Is it good, bad?
That's the question.
Or just different?
It's hard to say for sure.
Right.
But, increased competition often leads to innovation.
Okay.
So we might see companies experimenting with new technologies, delivery methods, or pricing models to gain an edge.
Okay.
Think drones, autonomous vehicles, or even hyperlocal delivery hubs popping up in neighborhoods.
Wow.
So
maybe some short-term uncertainty, but the potential for some exciting advancements down the road.
Down the line,
What about Amazon itself?
Yeah.
I mean, they're not just going to sit back and watch their delivery network crumble.
No, of course not.
Right.
They're going to do something.
Exactly.
The article hints that Amazon might double down on their own delivery infrastructure.
Right.
I mean, we're already seeing those Amazon branded vans becoming more and more common.
For sure.
And the split might accelerate that trend. And I mean, they have the resources and the motivation to become completely self-reliant when it comes to deliveries.
So it sounds like this is forcing them to play their hand a little sooner.
Yeah, maybe a little sooner
than expected.
Than they had planned.
I'm starting to see how this seemingly simple news story is actually a catalyst for a massive shift.
Huge.
In the entire
I know, it's crazy.
E-commerce. Ecosystem.
Yeah, this is
a really we're witnessing this domino effect. In real time. I mean, what started as a business decision between two companies is now sending these ripples through the entire industry, forcing everyone to adapt and reevaluate their strategies. This is a classic example of how even the biggest players are not immune to disruption.
This is definitely making me rethink my own online shopping habits.
Right.
So what should we and our listeners be paying attention to in the coming months? What are the key indicators?
What should we be looking for?
That this split is starting to impact consumers.
Well, so first watch those delivery times.
Okay.
Are your packages
taking longer to arrive?
Okay.
Are you noticing more delays or issues with tracking?
Right.
Second, keep an eye on shipping costs.
Okay.
Especially for larger or heavier items.
Right.
Are you seeing any unexplained price hikes?
Okay.
And finally, notice which delivery companies are handling your packages.
Right.
Are you seeing fewer UPS trucks and more from other companies, including Amazon's own fleet?
Those are some really practical tips.
I hope so.
I'll be keeping a closer eye.
Yeah, me too.
On all of that from now on.
Good idea.
So we talked about the potential impact on prices, the rise of new delivery players, and Amazon's response.
Yeah, we covered a lot.
But what's the overarching takeaway for the average person?
Yeah, like why should they care about this corporate shakeup?
The takeaway is this.
Yeah.
The way we buy and receive goods is about to undergo a fundamental transformation.
Huge transformation,
We've taken like fast and affordable shipping for granted.
Right, totally.
But this split exposes the fragility of that system.
It really does.
It's a reminder that even the giants of e-commerce are constantly adapting to survive.
Right.
And those adaptations will inevitably impact our lives as consumers.
It will. Yeah.
That's a powerful message.
It is. It is.
We often think of these corporate battles as something happening in a distant boardroom.
Yeah, like in a vacuum.
But the reality is they have very real consequences.
Yeah, for sure.
For all of us.
Absolutely.
This deep dive has really opened my eyes.
Yeah.
To the complexity behind something as seemingly simple as ordering a package online. You know?
Yeah.
It's like we're seeing the gears turning behind the curtain
the scenes.
and realizing
You're right.
that even the smallest shift can have massive repercussions.
It's true.
It's a powerful reminder.
It is.
That the world of business and commerce is constantly in flux.
Always changing,
What seems like a stable system one day can be completely upended the next.
Totally.
And we, as consumers, are not just passive observers in this process.
Right.
We're active participants.
We are, yeah.
That's a really interesting point.
Yeah.
How do you mean? What role do we play in all this?
Our choices matter. Every time we click buy now, we're casting a vote in favor of a certain company, a certain delivery method, a certain way of doing business.
Right.
You know.
So our collective
exactly.
demands and expectations shape the market.
They do.
Influencing which companies thrive and which ones struggle.
Absolutely.
So even though we might feel like small cogs in a giant machine, our individual actions actually have the power to influence the direction of that machine.
Yeah, I think so.
It's
kind of
empowering.
Yeah, it is empowering.
Actually,
yeah. And this this UPS Amazon split is a perfect example of that. It's a reaction to changing consumer habits.
Right.
It's a response to our ever-growing demand for speed, convenience, and affordability.
So what does the future hold? Is this the beginning of the end for the traditional delivery giants like UPS?
Right.
Or will they adapt and evolve?
That's the question.
It's impossible to predict the future.
Yeah, for sure.
With certainty. But what we can say is that this split is a catalyst for change. Is forcing companies to innovate, to find new ways to meet our needs, to compete for our loyalty.
For sure.
Whether that means investing in new technologies, partnering with smaller companies, or completely overhauling their business models.
Yeah, totally.
I mean, the next few years
to be interesting
are going to be a fascinating period of transformation.
Absolutely.
For consumers, this could mean a whole new landscape of choices and possibilities when it comes to online shopping and deliveries.
Right.
Maybe we'll see.
Yeah, maybe we'll see.
Even faster delivery times.
Faster, cheaper, who knows?
More sustainable options. Or even hyper-personalized services. Tailored to our individual needs.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
The key takeaway here is that this isn't just a business story.
Right.
It's a story about how we live, shop, and connect in the digital age.
Right.
It's a reminder that even in a world dominated by giant corporations, the power of choice still rests with the consumer.
The consumer,
This deep dive has been incredibly insightful.
I've learned a lot.
I mean, we've gone from
I know, right?
A seemingly simple headline about two companies parting ways to uncovering a whole web of interconnected trends and potential consequences.
It's crazy how much is connected.
It's amazing how much we can learn when we take the time
I agree.
to really dig a little deeper.
It's all about the deep dive.
And that's precisely the beauty of these deep dives.
Sure.
I mean, they allow us to peel back the layers to understand the complexities beneath the surface and to emerge with a richer, more nuanced perspective on the world around us.
For sure.
So to our listeners,
yes,
the next time you see a delivery truck on the street or click that buy button online, take a moment to consider the intricate network that made that moment possible.
For sure.
Remember, the future of e-commerce is still being written. And we're all playing a part in shaping that story.
I like that.
This is just the beginning of a fascinating new chapter.
For sure.
Stay informed.
Stay informed.
Stay curious.
Yeah, stay curious.
And buckle up for the ride.
I'm buckled in.
And on that note, we'll wrap up
Sounds good.
this deep dive. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
On this journey.
Always a pleasure.
Until next time.
Yeah.
Stay curious.
Stay curious.